All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning when you're watching this on the replay. Hello and welcome to the workouts. Proud of you all for being here and making this time for yourself, whether it's 5 minutes of it, 20 minutes of it, 30 minutes of it, or the whole thing. Be proud of you prioritizing yourself, because that's the most important aspect to creating a sustainable habit change, is knowing that you are the priority. So kudos to you for doing that. Today's workout is called the block party. Oh, I got to get those props. If you have yoga blocks, you're going to want to have them out. You don't have to. You can use weights, some other form, and you don't have to have any of that if you didn't want to, because I'll show variations for all of them. So a couple minutes before I get these ladies in, I'm going to get a couple other props and be good to go. Hi, ladies. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Happy Saturday to you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Good morning to you ladies coming on in. A few more people joining in, so we'll get them in and then get working. Today's workout will be called the block party. So if you have yoga blocks, it's only going to help you here today. If you don't, it's okay. We can use weights. We can also use wrist supports if you have them. And I'll be showing variations for those all. If you don't have any of that, don't worry. I got you. I got you. So props today that can be used are weights, wrist supports, or yoga blocks. So if you got any of those, feel free to have them by your side. You can start moving your bodies with those feet nice and wide, arms up over the head, taking your right hand to touch the inside of the left leg. Down we go. There's a couple of you that are on the call right now or on the workouts, yet you do not have your screen on. I'm going to ask you to put it on so that I can best coach you. However, if for some reason you don't want to be on, then guess what? You don't have to be. But the only way I can coach you is if I can see you. So feet nice and wide, arms up over your head, taking your right hand to touch the inside of your left leg. Going on down. Notice how that back is feeling here today. For those ladies just coming in, if you have yoga blocks available to you, have them available. If you have wrist supports available and you don't want to use the yoga blocks, you like these better, you can use these. Or if you have a pair of weights, you can use them. If you don't have any of them, don't worry. Still going to get a great workout in. The block party. The block party. Big time strength. Mainly for that upper body, but you'll get the rest of the body as well. All right, let's get those arms going up in line with those ears, feet about hip width apart. Now we're going to do some side bends, firing up that side of the body. 2 to 3 second holds and come back to the center. And for those of you in the workout with me yesterday, if your soreness usually kicks in within the first 12 to 24 hours, you'll probably be feeling those windmills from yesterday when you do this. Other people coming on in, we'll get them in. Okay, let's get some big arm circles going now. Going forward. Get all those kinks out of the shoulders, arms, and back. Mary, looks like you're good. Mary, in the workout today, if you have yoga blocks available to you, it can only help you. If you have wrist supports, another thing that can help you, or of course, a pair of weights. Okay, I'm going to have everybody now interlace those fingers behind the back, chest out, shoulders back. We're going to really get into those shoulders, chest, and back muscles. So we're going to lift those hands off your bottom. And after about 3 to 5 seconds, I'm going to ask you guys to do some arm scissors and cross it out. And really open up those arms all the way. Chest out, shoulders back. So we do 3 to 5 of those arm scissors, then go back to the stretch for the chest. Good morning, Joanna. Joanna, if you have yoga blocks available to you, have them out. If not yoga blocks and you use wrist supports instead, you can use those or a pair of weights. If you don't have any of those, don't worry. We can still do the workout. Okay, now we're going to interlace those fingers out in front of you. I want you guys to invert your palms, press them away, drop your head, round your back every 2 to 3 seconds. Then you're going to come on up, get those arm scissors going again. 3 to 5 arm scissors, and then repeat. So we did behind the back first with the arm scissors. Now we're going to do in front to really get that chest and that shoulder area opened up. Every 3 to 5 reps, you switch. All right, now, arm out in front, bring it across your body. Right arm is nice and straight. Let's place that left forearm right on the right forearm to press back. 3, 2, 1, open up. Other side, left arm out in front. Bring it to the left, nice and straight. Right forearm pressing on the left forearm. 3, 2, 1, keep repeating. Make sure it's on the forearm, okay? So right forearm on the left forearm, not on the elbow. We don't want to put any pressure there. And if you press on that forearm, you're going to notice how much more the back of the shoulder really opens up. Okay, if you have an available wall around you, which everybody looks like they do, or a pole, we're going to open up that chest a little bit more. So what you're going to do, okay, you're going to place your right arm up against that chest, up against the wall. Okay, keep it in line with your shoulder. I'll show you from this side so you can see. Keeping it in line with the shoulder. And then what I'm going to do is get it close, and I'm going to turn out to my, that would be my left. In this case, you guys are looking at my right. We're just going to hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Then we're going to get that arm along the wall again. Open up that chest. If you have a pole, you can do it too. It's a little easier, or a side of a wall. So Amy, put your right arm up against that wall and turn to your left. Turn to your left. Open up that chest. There you go. Every 3 to 5 seconds, switch. So essentially, I got my right arm up against the wall, and I'm just kind of turning my feet out to the side to really open up that right side. I would do the same to the left. Turn out to the right with my left arm on that wall. We're going to be really getting into those shoulders, back, and chest muscles here today. Good morning, Teresa. Teresa, if you have yoga blocks or wrist supports or a pair of weights, that would be advisable here today for the workout. One of those. If you don't have any of those, don't worry. You can still do the workout without it. Okay, now we're going to get some seal jacks here. Really open it up. Get that heart rate going. I want your hands together. Open those hands up and close. Let's go. If you're not jumping, tap it. If you're not jumping, tap it. We're going 20 seconds on. 10-second break for 4 rounds. Getting that heart rate going. Arms out. Let's go. Pick up that speed. Even if you're not jumping it, I'm asking you guys to tap that toe out quick, quick, quick. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make the break. Shake it out. 3 more rounds to go. Open them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seal jacks. 20 seconds. Go. Keeping those arms in line with those shoulders, right? Arms in line with the shoulders. Feet coming in, jumping right on out. Three, 2, and 1. Shake it out. 2 more to go. That heart rate should be going pretty good right now. Should be getting a good sweat going after these 4. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, Seals. Come on. Pump it. Bring those hands together. Stand on the balls of those feet. Good work. Good work. Again, for those of you not jumping, take it up a notch. Let's go. Kick it up 1 notch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. 1 more to go. Oh, we got this, ladies. 3, 2, and 1. Go, go. Hands together and go. Come on. Staying right on the balls of the feet. Let's go, T. Let's go, T. You got it. Mary, watch out for that door behind you. You're moving backwards. Keep those eyes forward. Got plenty of room there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to be transitioning to our plank position. So for those of you who have weak wrists, shoulders, elbows, or something along those lines, and you have yoga blocks or wrist supports, this can actually help you to be in the plank position to do this. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, have your weights available. We'll be doing other things that we can do on our back, so there's no pressure there. Okay, this workout today is called Block Party, because if you do have yoga blocks or anything along those lines of platforms, we're going to use them for some new push-up variations, okay? So what we're going to do, these are called up-down push-ups. We're going to start with our hands on the blocks or on your wrist supports or on your weights, okay? Either on the toes for an added challenge or on the knees. Okay, we're going to do 1 push-up, and then we're going to go down. Hands go down to the inside of the block, and then they go right back up for your push-up. If you're doing it on the toes, you'll obviously notice the difference. Make sure your feet are nice and wide. We do 1 push-up on the block. Right hand comes inside the block. Left hand comes inside the block, and then we go back up again. Now, when we do this, if you're looking for more of a cardio challenge, you go much faster. Down and in. So I want you guys working on that now. For those of you who have a limitation to doing any sort of plank position, we're going to have more of a heavier weight option in those hands. We're going on our backs. And for this push-up sequence, or for what you're going to do instead, you're going to combine the chest press, which is elbows going wide at 90 degrees and pressing up, palms of the hands facing one another. Like in your most challenging option, legs are straight, head is up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do 1 chest press followed by the turn and then the chest fly. 1 chest press, turn, followed by the chest fly. And you keep that up. We are looking for more of a challenging weight if you're doing that option. So chest press. When you finish the chest press, turn the hands, lower down for the fly. Nice work, guys. Yep, in, out. 10 seconds, then we're gonna go and make any adjustments to those weights or positions so that when we work 20 on, 10 off, we can be challenging ourselves to the best of our ability. 3, 2, and 1. Good. For those of you using weights and actually on your back, see if you need to make the adjustments for more of a challenging option. I want you to work to the best of your ability for 20 seconds, and that's all it's going to be, knowing you're going to get a 10-second break in between. All right. For those of you doing the push-ups on the blocks, okay, please make sure that you're in the proper position, whether it's on the quads or on the toes, to challenge yourself to the best of your ability for the 20 seconds. We're going 4 rounds right now, 20 on, 10 off, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. You may begin. 20 on. For those of you doing the weights on your back, try and speed it up. In. Remember, you will not be doing a push-up on the inside when your hands go inside the blocks. You're just moving them in to work those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. You may rest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round 2. Go. Round number 2. Good. Yep, getting those arms nice and wide. Jane, you're doing a great job keeping your hands in line with your chest. So for those of you on your back, that's the key. When the elbows go out, hands stay in line with the chest. When you turn the palms in to do your tree huggers or your chest fly, arms stay in line with the chest. Hence the name chest press and chest fly. If you need support for your lower back and you're in your plank, separate your feet. 2 and 1. Rest. 2 rounds to go for the time being. Shake it out. Shake it out. Our goal is to try and get a full Tabata through all of these new push-up exercises that I'm showing you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. We're going to start off with a half of each. 4 rounds of each. And to get those elbows nice and wide. You have the strength to do more weight too, by the way you're throwing those feather weights around. Make sure your feet are elevated and head is elevated if you want that added challenge before you go and add those weights. Great job, Amy. Lowering down with that control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 10. Last round coming up. Last round coming up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. 20 seconds on that clock. 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Come on, we got it. We got it. Nice job, Jules. Go right down to that push-up. Nice work. Keeping those feet crossed. Come on, we got 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, blocks can stay where they are if you're using blocks today. I'm going to show you all the different variations for the next round, okay? This is called Around the World. You're going to use one block or one wrist support or one weight. You're doing a little something different if you're using the wrist support or the weight. All right, so my push-up position stands still. I got one hand on the block, one hand off the block. Ooh. So I go to either my quad push-up or on my toes. I'm going to do one push-up, come up, keep my position. Then the goal is take that block, put it on my back, balance it, put the hand down, grab it with the other hand, and do my push-up. Take it up, yoga block on the back, keep it balanced, and go to the other side. Keep my push-up. Now, if you're using the wrist support, depending on which ones you have, you may not be able to balance it because it might not lay flat. So if that's the case, you do your one wrist support, and you then pass it over to the other side, placing the hand down, position, repeat. And of course, if you're using weights, well, we would do the same thing. One with a weight. So we push up, I pass it first over to the other side, get my hand down, grab it in position, and go. I'm going to go 30 seconds this round to give you a little more time because there's a little movement with a 10-second break, going 4 rounds. If you're on your backs, okay, we're going to do what we call chest press into skull crusher. So we're going to combine it. So same position, chest press, up, lower down, skull crusher. Chest press, up, lower down, skull crusher. Okay, we're looking for more of that challenging weight option. In 3, 2, and 1, let's begin. And you balance it on that back. Ooh, keep the balance, don't let it fall. And that's going to require you to get that midsection really working. Yeah, if you're using your weights, I would not recommend putting that on your back. Slide it across. No need, right? Good. Make sure on the skull crushers, right? Our elbows are squeezing in as we lower down. Tough keeping that yoga block on your back. Let's go. It's a block party. Ain't no party like a block party. Good. Chest press. Good, Barbara. See if you can get that head up. Good job, Trace. Chest press. Remember the press, your elbows come out at 90 and you press over your chest. Then you're going to turn those hands to face one another to do your skull crushers. 3, 2, and 1. Rest it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. You guys are doing a great job on this. Nice work. Whoa, Teresa. Yeah, keep that balance. Grab it. Yeah. Nice job, Beth. That's a perfect skull crusher. Tough part about putting that yoga block on the top of your back is when you use your non-dominant hand and it can't reach that far, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Looking solid, ladies. Looking solid. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. 30 seconds. That balance of that block. Doing a fantastic job with this. You got it, Shishi. Grab. If you're using that block, try and get that block on the small of your back. If you're using wrist supports or weights, then pass it. Otherwise, try and get it on that back. 12 seconds to go, T. Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary. You got it. Good grab. Here we go, Joe. 7, 6. Good job, Chris. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. We got one more to go for now before we change it up. Ready position. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. If you need more time, you take it, right? You got 30 seconds to work. So if that means you need an extra 10 seconds, that means you got 20 seconds to kick some ass. If you needed 20 seconds to break, then you take that 20 seconds and you get 10 seconds to kick some butt, right? Skull crushers, make sure your weights are separated. We do not want those hands touching. We want the elbows squeezing in, keeping those hands separated so you can really work those triceps. Okay, we got about 15 seconds. That was a really good PJ. Just saw there, Jen Gardner. I don't know who just walked through, but cool cheated PJs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Let's get a good stretch for that chest, shoulders, and back. Hands behind the butt. Lifting those hands off the butt. 3 to 5 second holds. And then we can go back to our back of the shoulder stretches. I want you to spend the next 30 seconds just kind of alternating between these 3 positions. Right, left, behind the back. Open up the chest, shoulders, and back. Again, notice I'm doing this. I'm breaking these rounds up so we're not doing a full 8 rounds right away because we're going to be doing different ones. So we do 4, 4, 4. I'd like to be able to go through them again at towards the end of the workout as well. We'll see what the time brings us. Now this one, if you have the yoga blocks, you'll be starting with your feet on the block. If you don't have the yoga blocks for this one, don't worry about it, okay? Because essentially we're going to be doing elevated V jumps with a push-up. So I'm going to start with my feet on top of the yoga block. Plank position. This has to be done on the toes if you're going to be using the yoga blocks. I'm going to do a push-up here. I'm going to jump my feet in. And then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump my feet right back up on the blocks. Try and balance and right back down again. In. Jump the feet back up and block. Take your time on this. If you're finding that the jump is not available to you, do the tap first, up on the foot, and then go. Up on the block is what I meant to say. Foot up on the block. In, out, down. If you're not doing the blocks, you can use your wrist supports to support you, your yoga blocks to support you up front if you want. And then we go in, out, push up. In, out, push up. For those of you with the weights on your back, we're going to go chest fly, then scissor kick. Chest fly, scissor. That's an each count on the scissor. So chest fly, hold the position, scissor, 1, 1, and repeat. Again, I'm going to extend this to 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of a break to give you a little bit of transition, knowing that you're going to be adjusting with those blocks. Okay. Extra cardio on this one on the jumps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. For those of you on the back, option 1, head down. Option 2, head up. Nice job, Shishi. Great job, Michelle. Jump it in, jump it out. Good. Tough balancing up there. 12 seconds to go. Nice job, Trace. Looking solid, Jules. Keep it up, Edna. Come back, Faith. Come back. 3, 2, 1. I'm giving you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Keeping you honest with those 10-second breaks. Great job, Jay Gardner. Nice work. Looks awesome. Take your time, Shishi. Take your time, okay? Your position. Shishi, I notice you're moving around those wrists. If you want less pressure on those wrists, make sure the hands are neutral so your palms are facing in. That will help. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Anytime your hands are in that neutral position, which means palms are facing in, guys, you're going to take less pressure off the wrist, elbows, and shoulders. And when you're doing your push-ups too, if you need to get your hands wider, okay, That will take pressure off the wrist, elbows, and shoulders because you're using bigger muscle groups in your chest and back. So wider than shoulder width and palms facing in will help you. 3, 2, and 1. Round 3. Let's go. If you're not ready, because you need the breather, take it, right? Hop it in, hop it out. Can you hop it in, hop it out? You got it, Mare. Beautiful. In, hold, out. Good. Yeah, breathe out as we're coming up, right, Teresa? Out as we're coming up. 12 seconds to go. Guys came to play today. I see it. I see it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Shake it out. We got one more to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. If you're not ready, take the rest, right? 10 seconds of your best effort, okay, is way better than trying to go through at an easier option or, of course, you know, fighting through the 30 seconds with improper form. So think about what you're doing. I'd rather you do 10 seconds at the most challenging option than do 30 seconds at something that doesn't really challenge you, especially if you want to see physical changes to the body. And it's okay to get out of your comfort zone, ladies. That's why you're here. You're here to challenge yourselves. Come on, 12 seconds before you break. 6, 5. Keep it up, Joe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Let's go to those stretches. I'm going to give you a minute to get some good stretches here from here on out after each round, okay? So maybe you don't want to do the straight arm across the body. You can do this now to open up the back of those shoulders, sink on in. 3 to 5 seconds. Come on up. Do the same to the other side. If it's better for you to do it like I showed earlier, then I want you to do so. Yeah, we're just loosening up. 3 to 5 seconds. Again, there's a lot of upper body work here today. You want to make sure you're loose. You can also incorporate the pushing of the palms away, head down and around the back. And then, of course, interlacing behind the back. So these are the stretches you want to be doing during our 1-minute breaks to loosen up, to get you ready for the next rounds. And really take that full minute to do it, okay? All right, I really like this one. It's called Block Builder. Building block, okay? You're going to use one of the blocks. So we're going to get into those shoulders and triceps a little bit more, all right? So our hands are going to be close, and we're going to get both hands on the block, all right? Now, many of you are going to want to do this push-up on your quadriceps, all right? Not on your toes. So we're going to go lowest block here. So I'm laying it flat. I'm going to do one push-up here, all right? Place the hand down. Then I'm going to turn the yoga block up so it's a little higher now. Placing the hands there. Elbows stay in for my push-up. Place the hand down. Now I'm going up as high as I can on the block, building on up. Elbows in, and there's a lot more balance there because now we have less of a base. And then I repeat that sequence. So we do the push-up. Turn it over so that it's now a little higher. There are 3 positions, right, that you can do that. And then we go up to the highest position there. We're going to go straight through for a minute here, resting when you need to on this one. For those of you who are not doing the push-ups there, we'll be on our backs for some skull work. And we are going to pulse this, okay? And what I'm looking for you guys to do is keep this position, and we're going to pulse those weights towards the ceiling. So your hands are going up about 2 centimeters and then coming right back down. So working the triceps and all. Okay, 1 straight minute through here. No breaks. You take the breaks when you need to. This way you can really develop the switching of that block. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Yeah. Elbows are squeezing in, skull crushers. Elbows are squeezing in. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Those skull crushers, don't be surprised if you need to break every 10 to 15 seconds. If you get that appropriate weight amount, it's going to be a burner. Nice job on those block builders, guys. Yeah. Yeah, good job, Jules. Yeah, when you guys turn that block, I've seen a couple of you be like, holy shit, whoa, the balance, right? Because now you don't have as much of a base. So when you go down to do your push-up, you got to keep those elbows in. You might feel that block moving a little bit. Come on, keep that pulse. We got 25 seconds to go. The burn, baby, burn. All right, listen, 15 seconds. Take your time on these. Again, you get a little break in between to adjust that block. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest it. Stretch out. It's getting those triceps a little bit more. Right hand to the middle part of your back, elbow up. Left hand on top of that right elbow when we draw it down.
Hey, Ryan.
3 to 5 seconds, and then we'll switch. Yes,
Ryan.
question.
Teresa, what do we do if we just have the wrist supports?
So, do you not have weights?
I have weights.
Okay, yeah. So I wanted you to do the skull crushers instead.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Next one we're gonna do. Okay, if you have the block, you're gonna have that block straight on that mat. Keep stretching while you watch. Okay. Either on the knees or the toes, your choice. All right. It's gonna be a little bit of practice for you. So once you see it, then you can do it. Either on the knees or the toes. We're gonna do one push-up. Okay, we're gonna let it rest on that block, and then we're gonna do a Superwoman W. Squeeze back, place those hands down, press right up, down. Let your chest rest right on the block. Superwoman W. Press again. If you're on the toes, we lower down, let it rest, and then press. Notice I'm on my toes there. Press right on up. So that Superwoman W, your arms straighten, and then you pull back. You want the block right on that chest. You do not want it on your stomach. That will not feel good at all. For those of you who are using the weights, if you have lighter weights, you're going to want to get those. You're going to lower down to the push-up position, either on the knees or the toes, and then add right in those Superwoman W's. Okay, if you want the lighter weights, have them in your hand as you pull back. If you don't want to do the push-up because you have a wrist, elbow, or shoulder limitation, then just stick with the Superwoman W and do the pullbacks with or without the weights for the added challenge. So everybody's got an option there for themselves. We're going 20 on, 10 off, 4 rounds. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Back. Good. You need light weights if you're going to be using them for the pullbacks, okay, for those Superwoman W's. I wouldn't go much more than 3 in each hand. Remember, when your chest rests on the block, keep those hips up. Yeah, nice job, Chris. Good work. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it for 10. You just put your forehead down right on your forearms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Into that push-up. Again, if you want to take pressure off your wrist, elbows, and shoulders, get those hands wider. You're going to work more chest and back to do that. So you get those bigger muscle groups to recruit. If you're doing a push-up and your hands are shoulder width or closer, you're going to work more shoulders and triceps. That's the back of your arms. Three, 2, and 1. Rest it. 2 rounds to go at that. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You need to do some movement with those arms. Please do so in between. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Keep those eyes looking down, Tracy. Feet don't need to move when you pull back, okay? Feet can stay together, squeezing those glutes. Option 1 would rest in between by letting your head down. Option 2, staying up the whole time. So if you're just doing the Superwoman W's with or without the weights, keeping the feet off the ground while those arms pull back is the key. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it for 10. We got 1 more to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Great job, ladies. Get that push. Don't forget, when we come up, when we exert force on an exercise, we want to exhale out through our mouth. As we go to recovery, we want to take a deep breath in. 10 seconds to go. And in this case, when we exert the most force, when we're going to be doing our push-up, that's when we want to blow out. So come down, deep breath in. You do your W's, exhale out as you pull your arms back, inhale in as you straighten. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to your stretch. Last one I'm going to show you before we start some repeats. Coming up, stretch it out first. If you don't have the block, you're going to be using one weight and be on your back. I repeat, if you don't have the block, using one weight on your back. While you're stretching, watch me here, okay? These are called uneven walkovers, all right? So we're going to start either on the toes or on the quads, whatever's best for you. Left hand's going to go on the block. My right hand's going to go just outside my shoulder. Push up here, come up. As I bring my right hand over to the block, my left now goes out to the side. So now I'm in the opposite position. Press up, hand over, get in position, and repeat. So we're going right over to left, lowering down, hand on the ground. So if you're using that block, it's time to practice that. If you're not using the block, have one weight in your right hand. Legs are elevated, head is elevated for the optimal challenge. We're going back to that chest fly. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm starting my weight in my left hand. You can start on your right or your left, just for spatial purposes for me. I'm going to keep that right hand up, and I'm going to lower that left down for that chest fly on the left side only. Now I bring it right up, bending the elbow if I need to. I pass it over to the right, keep the left arm up, and I do my right side and in. Now you don't want to feel too much pressure in your shoulder, because if you do, that means you're going down too far. So you really want to make sure that you're balancing here. That's why I want those feet up, because it's going to be very challenging for you to do one side at a time. So I want you to make sure that you have the appropriate amount of weight. Arm doesn't have to go all the way down. You're going to switch off every time. All right, just like we would be doing if we were doing the push-up. Okay, we're going 20 on, 10 off, 4 rounds. 20 on, 10 off for this one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good, Joe. You can bend that elbow if you're on your back doing the weight switch, keeping the other arm up, right? So if the weight is going down on the left, my right arm stays over my chest. 6, 5, take it slow and controlled if you're doing it that way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it for 10. If you're on your back, hug those knees in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. We got 3 rounds to go before we do a nice stretch. Then we're going to start working on some of these again, starting from the top. Really unique ways to challenge that midsection, to challenge those shoulders and back muscles. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Michelle, can you do that one more time with those wrist supports since you already have it set up? This is a great thing that I didn't mention and I should have. So notice she's got her wrist supports to the side. So if you still need support for the wrist, you have one on the block, one over, and then watch what she does. She goes right over. You can just place those wrist supports there. All right, for those of you who need it. Again, if you're feeling it's too much in the wrist supports here, then be on the back with the weights like I showed. Thank you, Michelle. Now you can start. 3, 2, and 1, go. No rest for Michelle. She can handle it. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Pass that one weight, lower it down. Other arm stays up, right face, so keep that other arm up. And you won't be able to go down as far, right? And that's okay. You're gonna definitely feel that midsection working more. Keep your feet and knees together if you're on that back. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. We got one more to go before you get that stretch in. Shake out those arms. I'm gonna get some good wrist stretches too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. So think about what you need in this, all right? You need technically 2 yoga blocks or 1 for most of these. And you need 1 or 2 weights in order to get a killer upper body workout. That's all you need. You barely need any space. So if you ever press for time, you don't have to do a full hour of this, of course. Say you get 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in. Maybe you press for space. Easy way to build some strength. 3, 2, and 1. Let's spend our next minute stretching it out. I've already covered some of the other ones, but if you want to get into those wrists a little bit more, get those knees below the hips, hands below the shoulders, and you can rock forward and back here. Forward and back, small movements. If you want to get a little deeper into the stretch, turn the hands to face out, and we're going to go side, lean to it for a little bit, side. 2 to 3 second holds on each side. Now, if you really want to get a deep stretch in those wrists and forearms, and your hands allow you to do this, or your wrists and elbows allow you to do this, face those fingers towards your knees. All right. Some of you won't be able to get this based on your lack of range of motion for your shoulders and your wrists. Some of you, it won't be good for you. And then you lean back for 2 to 3 seconds, lean forward to relax, lean back, trying to keep the palms towards the floor. Okay. We don't want to force anything when we do this. You can also use those yoga blocks for this as well. Where'd you go? There you are. Don't force anything. Okay, so we lean back and forth, lean back and forth. Again, stretch out that chest as well. Starting back at the top soon. 20 on, 10 off. If you recall what we're going to be doing now with this one. Hands on the block, either on the knees or the toes. We do our push-ups on the block. Hands go in, back up, and down. Okay. If you're not using the blocks and not doing the push-ups, we're on our backs. We're combining the chest fly, 1, with the chest press, 1. We'll start in 10 seconds, 20 on, 10 off, working our way through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last 4 rounds of this. You may begin. 20 on, 10 off. Those ladies on your back, challenge yourself to get that appropriate amount of weight. If you don't have another pair of weights, lift those legs off the ground. Add that challenge. Lift that head up off the ground. Yes, Faith.
I just can't do the chest fly very easily with the same amount of weight. Should I lower it down or?
Yes, I would, to make sure you're doing both. Yep, great question. Okay, you may relax. You may rest and relax for 10, 9, or Faith, what you can do too is not go down as far. So if you want to keep the same weight for the chest press, because you're using more triceps there, just don't go down as far for the chest fly. 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. So that can be the case for many of you, right? When you do the chest fly, it's more focused on chest and shoulders. When you do the chest press, there's chest and shoulders there, but then you also use your triceps. So if you're using the same weight and it's a challenge for you to do the fly, don't go down as far and bend your elbows when you do it. So Edna, I want you to think when you're doing that fly that you're wrapping your arms around a tree trunk. You're doing this. You want to get those arms nice and wide. Yep. So chest press, chest fly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 10. We got 2 more rounds to go to finish this one up. If you need more time to be stretching, you should be doing that. Well, don't worry. You'll get back into this. Everybody needs different things, right? And that's what makes us all wonderfully beautiful. Isn't that right, Mary? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. If you don't feel ready, don't start. That's the case for those of you doing the push-ups too. If you find there's a lot of pressure on those wrists, elbows, and shoulders, and you made the adjustments, don't go down as far. So most of the time, the adjustments that we make are minuscule, but they make a huge difference. And I've heard many of you say that to us over the years and be like, I can't believe the small adjustments that I make and how much either more effective the exercise is or more doable for me it can become. 2 and 1, rest. Got 1 more to go. Shake them out, stretch them out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Last set here for this one. Ten seconds. Press nice and wide. When you do your press, then you stay up, you turn your hands, and you lower down. 3, 2, and 1. You guys are going to rest it there. 30 seconds to stretch it out. We got our around the world. Around the world. So here we go. This is where I'm going to balance that yoga block. Balance it right on the back. Oh, keep it there. Keep it there. Grab it with the other. Place that hand on that block. Get that push up in, right? Can be done with the weight or, of course, the wrist supports. The wrist support is not flat. Don't balance it. Obviously, the weight should go across to do that. Okay. For those of you doing the alternates, we're adding in that skull crusher now, right? So we do our chest fly right into skull crusher. Chest fly right into skull crusher. 30 seconds, 10-second break. 4 rounds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Yep, both weights, right, Edna? Both weights. So skull crusher, chest fly. Nice job, Shishi. And on this skull crusher, you guys are going and extending your arms towards the ceiling, almost locking out those arms. Later on, when we do those block builders, you're keeping them real close and you're pulsing. 7 seconds to go here on the 30. 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 10. That extra 10 seconds makes a big difference in terms of challenge, but at the same time, a little bit more movement by moving that block. Remember your wrist stretches. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You may begin. If you don't feel ready, you should be taking more time to stretch or rest in general. Good work, Jules. Good work, everyone. You got a nice job. Chris Abruzzi, when your hands come down, keep the elbows squeezing in and weight separated. Three, 2, and 1. Rest it. Shake it out. Shake it out. Four, 3, 2, ready position, and 1. You may begin. Go. Chest fly, skull crusher. Chest fly, the palms are going to be facing one another. Think, your arms are coming wide like wings. Okay. Chest press, the palms are going to be facing away from you as you bend your elbows at 90 degrees. "15 seconds, Joe. You got it. Keep those hips up, ladies. Abs tight. Glutes are engaged. Nice job, Beth. Great control on that. Keep those feet and knees together. 3, 2, and 1. Final set coming up in 10. If you need more time, please take it. Woo! Kids are kicking your own butts here today. Proud of you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set. Maybe begin when you're ready. Good job, Shishi. Yep, go wide with that fly. For those of you on the back, remember, the lower your feet go, the more challenge you're going to get for that whole body. So if you feel you can challenge yourself more, knowing that you're only working 30 seconds, that you're controlling the exercise, lower those feet towards the ground more. As long as it's not arching your back, you're good. You're going to notice it's going to feel like the weight has increased by 3 or 4 pounds on each arm when you do that. Because now that midsection is being challenged, so it's not helping out as much with that chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get to some stretches. Let's get to some stretches. We got our elevated foot next round with the V jumps, right? So we're going to start those feet right up on the blocks. You can decide how wide you want them to be. We do our push-up. Okay, and either jump down and then look to jump right back up and balance before you come right back down again. Or of course, you can go and step in, step up, lower down. If you're not using the blocks, okay, we do our push-up. And of course, the V jump in and out, push up, V jump in and out. And then of course, if we're on our backs, doing that chest press with our scissor kick, each leg, chest press, palms of the hands facing away with those scissor kicks. Okay, 30 on, 10 off, 4 rounds in 3, 2, and 1. You may begin. Good job keeping that head up, Shishi. That's a really good challenge for you. Yeah, if possible, keep that chin tucked, right? Don't forget your scissor kicks, Barbara. When you do your press, so you do your press, hold it up, then you do your kicks. 1 each leg on those kicks. It's gonna go quick. Further you lower those feet down on the scissor kicks, the more challenge you get for that midsection. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Gently bring the feet down when you rest, right? Everybody rest, everybody rest. Everybody rest. Yeah. 7, 6, 5, 3 rounds to go. 2, and 1. Let's begin. See how I did that there? I was counting down from 5. I said 3 rounds to go, and then my mind went to 2 after that because I said 3, then 2. So you should have had an extra 2 seconds of rest. Palms of the hands, Tracy, facing towards your feet, okay? Crushing it. There you go, Edna. Yeah, try and keep those hands up when you're doing your scissors. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Takes a lot of midsection and lower body strength to do that jump out and try and balance on those blocks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it. Think chest press. So you're going nice and wide. It's the same movement you would do for a push-up, except now you're on your back. Elbows are going nice and wide. 15 seconds, She. There you go, Amy. Staying forward, keeping those eyes forward there, push-uppers. Come on, Mary, you got 10 seconds now. Let's go, Jen Gardner. Come on, 7 seconds. You can do anything for that amount of time. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it. Kids are crushing it. Kids are crushing it. Shake out those arms. If you need more time, let's take it, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's begin. Last 30 of this one. Before we get into our last one, we're going to do coming up next. Nice job, Jane, lowering those legs. That looks great. That's a good, appropriate challenge for you right there. Keeping that back nice and flat, tilting that pelvis in. You got it, Faith. Keep it going, girl. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the control. Keep the control. 10 seconds, everyone. If you need to rest or when I say break, gently bring those knees in. 3, 2, and 1. Rest it and stretch. Final one we're going to do is the block builder. Or, of course, for those of you on your back with your weights, you're going to do the skull crusher pulses. So we start the lowest part of the block to do your push-up, elbow in to get those triceps. Then we build it up a little bit. Elbows in. Then we go to the highest position, propping it up here. Elbow in, keeping that balance. So just straight through for 1 minute, resting when you need to. And we're going to get some good stretches in. And then you'll be using your legs today for your arms and your hands, okay? So just keep that in mind. We're starting in 3, in 2, and 1. 1 minute on the clock. You may begin. Pulsers, make sure that those hands, those palms are facing in. So when I do my skull crushers, I want that head up if possible, legs up. And I'm really keeping that isolation to just take the top of the weight and drive it in the direction of the ceiling, not forward. Yeah. Skull Crusher's got to keep those elbows squeezing in, or else you won't work your triceps. Oh, it's burning, Jane. You got it, girl. Too high up, Barbara. Too high up. It's a pulse. Too high up, Jennifer Gardner. Got a pulse. So a centimeter or two. That's all. Keep the pulse going. And we're squeezing those bows. 30 seconds to go, ladies. When I say bows, I don't mean anything else but your elbows. So many of you get tired and you keep going through it and your elbows go out. No point in doing it at that point. All right. Got to work those triceps. You want that definition in the back of those arms. You got to work them. Getting the hands together and elbows wide does nothing for you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms down if you're on your back. Stop the push-up if you're doing the push-ups. We did fantastic today. I'm going to start you guys off in the child's pose position. If you were doing the push-ups, so toes together, knees separate, lean back and reach, getting in our back first. If you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Let it out, kids. You did fantastic, guys. Here we're going to transition to those wrist stretches. So everybody needs to be either in the kneeling position or the all four position or the tabletop position. So before I showed you how to do them again, only go in those fingers towards your knees if your body allows it, 2 to 3 seconds, and then relax. If you find that you want to stretch those wrists out, but these don't really work for you, take your left hand, put it out in front of you. Keep your fingers really close together. So I'm going to do it this way, okay? I'm taking my right hand and I'm placing it right on the top of that left. Okay, then we're going to push forward with the left and resist with the right. See how I'm doing that there? And that's going to stretch right through here. Now, you don't want to force the left to do something it's not ready to do, so the right is not taking over and pulling back. No, 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 no. Keep the press of the left onto the palm of the right, and you press back with that right. So we're not pulling on the fingers, all right? Left hand is here, my palm. I'm putting my fingers on the palm of my right hand. I'm pressing in, and the right is giving a little bit of resistance back. Not pulling back. You should not be doing this. You should not see your fingers looking like this. You can say goodbye to those fingers at that point, okay? On the ball, right on the palm of the hand. 3, 2, and 1, switch. If you're still doing the ones that are here facing you, continue to do those. Again, it's palm, right? So now I'm going right hand. I'm going to go left palm on top of those fingers. I'm going to press forward with my right hand, and I'm going to resist a little bit with that left to stretch out through here. I see a few of you doing this stretch. We're not there yet. That's not what we're doing yet. We're working those wrists. 3, 2, and 1. Now we will get there. So if you'd like to do that stretch here to go across the body, forearm on forearm, you can. The other way to stretch those same muscles, if you wanted a little more gentler, relaxed stretch, just lay on your left side, reach that left arm underneath. If you're going to be doing this one, you've got to keep this progressing. When you do the one laying down, you can just kind of lean into it and it opens up. So we take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out, push back, hold it there. Deep breath in, exhale out, push back. And you keep repeating that for upwards of 30 seconds or more on one side. Then you would switch. 3, 2, and 1, make the switch. And I go back. Now, when you're doing this on your own, there's not a specific amount of times in which you can do this. You want to do it to notice a difference. So if the back of your shoulders, your upper back, your chest, your arms are feeling tight or sore, then you need to keep on doing it until you notice a difference. How much percent of a difference that you want, it's up to you. Ideally, I'd like you to get as close to 100%. Deep breath in. As you exhale it out, press back. And you may release, shake it out. Your choice. You can either go behind the back first or in front, because we're going to do both. I'm going to start off in front. Invert my palms, press away, drop my head, round my back. If your hands are behind you, lift the hands off your butt, chest out, shoulders back. If you want a deeper stretch, bend at your waist, just make sure your eyes are forward and your feet are wide. Pray for me and the boys. Notice I did not say Danielle. Danielle has been hit by the stomach bug now, and she's been sick for the last 12 hours. So the girls are down and out here. The boys are the last remaining, which is very rare, right? Danielle never gets sick, and moms don't usually get sick. The last time I had the stomach bug was about 30 years ago, she was telling me this morning. Poor thing. Switch directions now. So up here in front, go back. Pray for me. Remember the smile. Might not be the case. 3, 2, and 1. For those of you who have that wall, it's going to be important for you. Let's go back to our chest stretch here. Wall or pole. I'm going to go right arm in line with the shoulder. Lean my chest close to the wall and turn my feet out to the left a little bit so I open up that chest and shoulders. Thanks, Faith. Faith chimed in. It's been nice knowing you. That's kind of how it feels right now. I feel like there's a murderer, downstairs, and they're just waiting to come up and get me. Switch arms, switch sides. Like he's just toying with me, But I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be positive. I'm not getting this. Just remember, when you're doing this stretch, it's very important to try and keep that arm in line with the shoulder. And you may find that one side is a little tighter than the other. 4. Bye, Beth. She's waving goodbye to me too. She's saying, good luck, son. 3, 2, and 1. You may release. All right, ladies. Fantastic work today. So proud of you, ladies. Week 4 starts Monday. I'm telling you, I'm seeing you there. All right. Mwah. Love ya.
Thank you.